game of 3, or do you think that the University of Illinois will shut it down and sweep with 2?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the robots are moving.
Here we go. Sentries online for both teams. That's a big deal. If both of those standards can fire projectiles from the side of New York University, this will be a much closer game, at least, than last.
Taking their turns to refill from the projectile supply.
Here we go. We see these sentries trying to meet in the middle. University of Illinois, some people have commented on how defensive they play, but they've got some big brains. They know which way the robots are going to be coming. They're able to set up shop before the other robots get there. So it may look like they're always on defense, but that's a great thing.
NYU returning some fire.
NYU ignoring the standard for the most part and going for the sentry. Not able to land any of those hits, but it is an interesting strategy. If they can get some chip damage down early. That was a fire out of the second NYU one. Hey, good job, NYU. Both the standards are up.
They're both... Oh,
University of Illinois getting flanked. Red standard 3, red standard 4 coming around that barricade. Both sides surrounded, but that spin to win is so good. None of those hits connecting. Look at his health. He's still winning this 1v2 trade, and that's been the story of the day for the University of Illinois.
That spin to win is absolutely menacing.
Oh, there we go. Some hits landing.
Some barrel heat occurring from NYU. Getting real low, and that's a kill.
That is exactly what you cannot do. You can't give Illinois an inch in XP. They will take it, and they will run a
University of
meter.
Illinois offline? Did their robot just die?
Was it a kill? All right, all the standards are level 2. This is going to be extremely close. All 3 standards now level 2.
The University of Illinois is... Okay, now it's moving.
It's up and going.
This is the time to do this. This is the time for the red standard to push and try and get some shots on that.
Is there a general audience? Yeah, there's a general audience. Not seeing anything yet, only the scores. Not sure exactly what you mean. Here we go, University of Illinois coming in.
Trying to take this 1v2 again. Woo! Red standard 4 trying to bail out of there.
He gets away with just a sliver of HP.
And that is a barrel heat kill on their self.
Sliver is gone. And there it is.
There's the sentry melting.
That is a level 3 standard, which is almost always the case for the University of Illinois as they start chipping away at the Sentry of NYU, making it look like this is going to be a pretty quick 2-0.
And that's a sentry kill.
Wow.
Man.
2 volleys. Great job, University of Illinois, able to keep getting these aces over and over against different types of teams with different robot setups. I don't understand it, Nathaniel. This is just a next-level robot, a next-level driver. He's been able to 1v3 all day, 3 matches in a row.
You just look at this robot, and as someone who's seen countless of the RMUC matches, it exudes energy of RMUC and being able to move like that.
Yeah. Zenton's asking a cool question about avoidance. A&M started doing that this year, I believe. And many other teams do it as well, where if it gets hit, it will move in a different, not a different direction, but in a different pattern. So not giving anything away about anyone's particular strategies.
Absolutely beaming the base and knocking out a good 215 damage, if I can do math correctly.
Yeah, William, NYU almost had this one. These games really do balance on a knife's edge till they fall off, and then gravity takes over.
NYU taking some shots at the sentry, I think doing just a few points.
They just don't have that accuracy that they quite need. I think NYU...
Both robots still very low in this engagement.
Yep. William, if you ever want to, be a RoboMaster's coach or something, you've got some great points in chat. I always find myself agreeing with you. I agree. They needed to press that advantage when everybody was level 2, and then they lost it. Red Standard 4 died. He got out of a fight with a sliver of health, didn't go back to his fountain.
And a bit of a reload stage at the moment.
Whoa, Zenton, what you're asking about is not really feasible for projectiles moving this speed. There is a power limit to the sentry, so you would need a lot more power than we're allowed on those sentries to be able to get the impulse or the jerk to accelerate fast enough to dodge individual projectiles. Armor panels are pretty big. Sorry, go ahead, Nathaniel.
Nah, you're totally right. And UIUC showing off their spin-to-win mechanic there. Or
That's another blue win. University of Illinois, against all odds, will continue with their one robot team. Oh my gosh, the confusion. Please don't start the 1v1 finals. Chat would like to see it. Chat, I'm trying. Goodness gracious gravy. All right, so the third rematch for the University of Illinois today is happening. Here they go. Oh, here we go, here we go. So, once again, this is NYU versus the University of Illinois. They're going 1v1 match going in the meantime. No, Austin, I specifically asked that ref not to run the 1v1 finals while we couldn't stream it. I don't know why our refs don't communicate. They started their final matches at the exact same time. So here we go. Chat.
We'll do a little bit of swapping.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Let's swap to the 1v1s for a little bit. Jared, this is the finals, so this is as good as it gets for 1v1s. VT versus UW. Looks like the first one goes over to, is that UW? Is that Virginia Tech? I don't even know who was who.
I think that's UW. UW just took out Virginia Tech.
Yeah, UW takes that first early win, and now we switch back over to the 3v3.
NYU taking some shots at UIUC, or University of Illinois.
All right, all right. What happened? This is not looking good for University of Illinois. Looks like they died earlier because their invulnerability is gone. They are under-leveled. It is 2 level 2 standards versus 1 level 1 standard.
And the Sentry, or the virtual shield being down on University of Illinois
chat,
side.
we could split screen, but my brain can't take that right now. The University of Illinois dying again.
And taking... Oh. NYU taking shots at the Sentry, trying to get it down a little bit in a coordinated push.
Looks like the University of Illinois is going to have a really tough time trying to come back in this. They were a level 1 standard. That's not going to be able to deal with 2 level 2s. It's already really hard for a level 3 standard to deal with 2 level 2s. We just keep switching with the 1v1s and the 3v3s, trying to keep track of both for you, chat. Sorry about this.
UIC moving back into the game, getting ready to try and take on NYU standards as they're posing up.
Our referees have walkie-talkies, but I'm not sure they're all on the same channel. Here we go. There we go. University of Illinois dealing a lot of damage to Red Standard 4. He's still a level 1, though. He's got to get an early kill, or the University of Illinois will just not be competitive in the last 2 minutes of this game.
NYU Sentry slowly moving along the rail. UIUC trying to pick up some more experience points so they can
be so close to getting the kill on 4, but 3's at full health, and this is where they have the advantage of 2 standards. He has to fight both of them at the same time. That allows 4 to start reviving while 3 deals with Illinois. He's been flanked. He's got men on both sides.
And looks like a
power draw death.
Is that a power draw death?
1v1 has kept running their matches. Love to see it, I guess. VT versus UW going on right now. I'm keeping an eye on both. NYU is still winning the 3v3.
Taking some more shots at the Sentry right now.
Yep.
And then
let's keep an eye on that 1v1, Jared. It should be shorter. Yep.
UW and VT taking prot shots at each other
and
right now.
And I do believe if NYU wins that 3v3, that it will go to a 3rd match anyway, so this shouldn't be the deciding match for the 3v3 the way it's going. 1v1, on the other hand, it is the deciding match. Ooh, one of those robots looking really low in that 1v1. Keep it on the 1v1.
NYU currently taking some shots at the UIUC standard. This match.
Oh my goodness!
This 1v1 match is gonna be real close.
That was some hectic driving there at the end. I believe this is a best of 3 match you're seeing here.
Getting real close.
Red 32 health, blue 70 health. Extremely close match. 1 volley from either of these robots could be death.
Getting real close to the end of this 1v1 here.
Red 32, blue 50. Red's catching up. Red 12. As soon as I say it, the opposite happens. And Red dead. Red dead. Wow. Virginia Tech And UW, that is UW, right? The red that has died here?
Yes. Looking back at the 3v3 field, we got 10 seconds left.
Like
UIUC trying to come in.
the dub on this rematch.
UIUC trying to take the last couple shots here to try and secure victory, but I don't think they're going to be able to do it.
Now let's see. Now that both matches are over, let's see if we can get the refs to look each other in the face and decide who's going next. Both are going for tiebreakers. Please coordinate so they're not starting at the same time. Chat was a known issue. It popped up again during this match, and that's why we've dumped into all these extra matches.
And we got the 5-4-3-2-1. We have started NYU moving onto the field.
University of Illinois is able to move, which means their RFID module is at least registered, and we'll see if they're able to buy projectiles. If so, then at least initially it will be just fine for them to try and win match 4 of this best of 3. No gold being spent. Everyone in the staff looking on to see if there's flashing lights. We don't have a camera angle that can see that corner.
But NYU taking some shots at that standard as they're still trying to buy.
As still no gold is being spent.
Meanwhile, NYU
hey, there we go.
Shots
200 gold spent.
UIUC finally buying and moving in to try and take out the standards.
That delay is pretty consequential as now University of Illinois at a deficit in the century. Taking an inefficient trade there against the New York University team.
UIUC taking a laser beam towards the red. Is that red 4? Red 4. Red 3 also taking some shots at the. Actually, they're flanking.
4 minutes left to go. Looks like University of Illinois standard very low. He does get the kill, but he might die himself if he doesn't get out of there. This looks like a take the money and run situation.
He's running with about 25 HP
But he doesn't.
left.
He doesn't take the money and run. He's sticking around, trying to get the double kill. Or I guess just trying to make it back to his base. He can't really make it back without going through
NYU trying to hold him in place and trying to get a push here. And NYU might be able to get it off.
Ooh. That was real close. This is a real spicy match. Blue 3 really low on health here.
Both teams do have the health packs available for them.
William saying that he's pretty sure the red sentry is going to fall or break. This is now a level 3 standard on the side of University of Illinois versus NYU. We've seen this a couple times today. It usually turns out pretty well for the University of Illinois and not well for anybody else.
Red sentry doing pretty okay right now. Speaking of which, it's not going to fall off the rail.
Yep.
Look, I don't cast your curse.
New York University still in the lead by 10 points during that initial portion.
NYU trying to take shots at both targets, both the sentry and the standard. And UIUC trying to rush in and just get rid of the annoyance that NYU is putting up right now.
Solid kill under red 4.
NYU trying to rush into that zone.
There we go. A little bit of damage dealt. I believe that will put the University of Illinois in the lead with 2 minutes and 14 seconds left to go. Chat, I think this will be... Oh, no, this is not even supposed to be the last night of the match. Match of the night.
No, it is not. We have several more. Getting a good view of the...
If the sentry falls during a match, does the Nexus teams automatically become exposed? Yes.
Yes.
The ref system will kill that sentry, exposing the base. That has happened earlier. Scrub back or go watch the VOD. There was a team whose standard fell off
I think
the
it's
rail.
been clipped on... I think it's been clipped where
I don't think it was during a match. I think it was in between matches, but still very dramatic.
It fell
very
off.
Interesting.
There's definitely been some times in the pits. All of the team members will watch on stream and waiting for the sentry to fall.
Ooh, the University of Illinois taking some damage by NYU. This is going to come right down to the wire. A minute and a half left to go. Both of these standards for NYU level 2. 2 level 2s is about the equivalent of 1 level 3, so it's a very fair fight here.
Having a bit of a sentry rush here. University of Illinois putting in some
look at that
major
fire
hits. Red standard 4 on its last limb here. That's a kill.
He gets the kill on the red standard 4, turns on the red standard 3. He's down to the last like 100 or 200 health here. I guess 75 health because it's a standard. Very, very close. I do believe that University of Illinois still has the lead by about 50 HP on that sentry.
Red standard 3 is just trying to get some ammo, but man, he's getting pinned.
This might be that RFID issue. They're ramming into the wall repeatedly, trying to get something to scan.
That's another kill.
They have 300 unused gold, which is odd. Chad, if you're wondering what the RFID does, it's on the bottom of the robot. It lets the robot know what special zones they're in. So that's how you heal. It's how you buy ammo. It's how you use the buff in the middle.
I don't have a card with me. Oh, UIUC trying to
looks
melt.
like a piece of cardboard. There's nothing special about the card.
But the little card has an RFID module in it, and each zone on top that they drive over has about 50 of those cards inlaid in it, and that's how they detect what
12 seconds left to go. That NYU really needs to stop focusing on the standard. They're going to lose if they don't fire at the sentry. And it's going to be a misplay by NYU that leads to a victory by the University of Illinois.
That's
we'll
a win.
See if this one sticks. They have a tendency to have recalls right after the University of Illinois takes a dub. No, you're not. All right, so